Okay, so I have a question to the trans community. Like, this is a genuine question. I'm genuinely curious.
So Miss Mama had a question, and it really comes off as she sincerely got a question. But if you have any discernment, you will know that this is her being messy. Because if you really, really was trying to be serious, you would have done research in your own backyard. You would have found out about the cis women, the female bodied women who are born with vaginas and breasts and don't identify with the construct of womanhood, call themselves he, him, and his with breast and a vagina. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Identify with masculine pronouns. Mm-hmm. You would have saw that there are trans men who think just like trans women do, who believe that being a woman or being a man is just simply about saying that's how you feel and being willing to die on that hill, to stand 10 toes down for that. You know why? Because genitalia does not dictate energy. It does not dictate personhood. Y'all would love for it to. And in a patriarchal society where y'all always saying they must didn't have a father in the home, if the girl is acting like, if the girl is being fast or promiscuous, there wasn't a daddy in the home. If the boy is being feminine or acting too much like his mama and his grandma, there wasn't a father in the home. Do you know that y'all love calling LGBTQIAs groomers? But that is the definition of grooming. Having a man in the house to make sure that the little girl acts like daddy's little girl, and to make sure that the boy comes up being a womanizing sexist. That's grooming, boo. Also, you said in the video, and I'm going to touch on this really, really briefly, you tried to make it look like every trans woman looks like Lou Ferrigno. Incredible Hulk. That's what it was given. Like all of us just look like Thor, Black Panther. Do you know that sometimes the maternal genes are stronger and males come out with breast at puberty? Some of us have testes and ovaries. Some of us literally have smooth skin, little bitty necks, small hands, small feet, high pitched voices, high cheekbones. And guess what? That was how we were born. Because sometimes those female genes are stronger. You do know that the penis is just a pussy that fell out right. Okay? Some people say that XY is literally a birth defect. But I digress. In closing, I just want to say this again. Me wanting to have a vagina, me wanting to have breast, for me, at one time, it was about being a woman because that's how society was grooming me. That don't look a fool. So I couldn't just be a gay boy because I was so feminine that I brought a lot of attention to myself. And 30 years ago, 40 years ago, wasn't safe. So I blended in for my safety. So I had to make some changes to be safe because y'all don't see with your third eye, you see with your regular eyes. So some years back, I had to make some changes in order to navigate society. But now where I'm at, having breast, I like breast. I have a grandmother who had breast. I have a mama who had breast. I have a great grandmother who had breast. It's in my DNA. I'm not pulling this out my ass. I could understand if I came from two heterosexual men, like somehow two heterosexual men got together and they just was thinking and they manifested me and I wanted to be a woman. You could probably say something wrong with you because how the hell you had two straight men around you? You came from two straight men and you want to be a woman. I could understand if a woman, a somebody who was born female, came from two beautiful feminine beings, two women. All they thought about was being a woman, and she somehow wanted to be a man. Then y'all probably could get me with mental illness. But we literally had the blueprint for both. We had the blueprint for males. We had the blueprint for females. We had the blueprint for masculinity, the blueprint for femininity. We had the blueprint for the father, the mother, the man, the woman. We are a combination of both. So how is it crazy when we resonate with one more than the other? And what is really foolish to me is that y'all think that because we have a specific genitalia, we're supposed to just naturally not have a sentient mind, not have free will, and we just supposed to naturally, oh, I have a penis, I'm supposed to act like this, I'm supposed to want to be this, I'm supposed to like to put my penis inside of things. Sometimes wanting a vagina has nothing to do with wanting to blend into a construct. It has to do with, you know what, I don't like tucking. You know what, I don't like anal sex. You know what, I don't like putting my penis in holes. But what I do like is receiving. What I do like is being filled with things. And I would prefer not to be filled in my booty hole. I have a mom. My mom did it. She's not a lesbian. My grandmother did it. Hey, it worked for them. Doesn't mean that I want to be them, though. But I do have something that I can pull from. I do know about other ways, thanks to them. I don't like being flat-chested. I have seen some examples of beings who are not flat-chested. And not all of them identify as women. Gag. So, in closing, masculinity is not owned by people with penises. Femininity is not owned or copyrighted or exclusive to beings born with vaginas. Masculinity and